Is life fair or unfair? In this video, we'll talk about the 5 reasons why life is fair. It's your unlocked potential, and we're starting right now. If you're new to this channel, welcome. Please consider subscribing for improvements and self-help videos. Be sure to hit the notification bell to stay in the loop. Also, make sure you stay until the end because I am going to share a personal story with you, so stay tuned. Now, most people will say that life is unfair, and honestly, I used to think that too. Unless you're winning, most of life will seem extraordinarily unfair to you. But the problem isn't that life is unfair, it is our perception of what fairness should be. What do I mean by that? Let's start with reason number 1. Number 1. Life has rules. There are certain rules and criteria outlined in life that if you fulfill, you might just get what you want. If you're smart and have outstanding ideas, but you don't perform the action, someone else will. If you have the skills, but don't take your time to come up with amazing ideas, you might just be doing a day-to-day job. Let's say that write a journal for yourself and no one knows you. Vlog your daily life, you might just become famous. If you rescue someone from drowning, you're a hero for a week. But if you find the cure for cancer, you will be timeless throughout history. If you can tick off all the success criteria in life one by one, you might just be successful. While this one might sound a little harsh, it is the truth. When an opportunity presents itself, you need to have certain criteria fulfilled so you can be ready to grab it. And you can call that a fair game. Number 2. Principles and values don't discriminate. If you want to win people's heart, you can't force them, whether you're the President of the United States or a day-to-day worker. From love to kindness to compassion, we get people's heart by doing the right thing. There are no shortcuts, no cheat codes. Actions speak louder than words. Things like the 7 virtues, chastity, temperance, charity, diligence, patience, kindness, and humility are honorable and will cause people to respect you. When you do hurtful things to people, you should expect negative reactions towards you. It doesn't matter who you are because principles and values don't discriminate. Number 3. Life is a competition, but you are unique. This sounds a bit confusing, I know, but hear me out. Call it a race, call it a marathon. Whatever it is, in life, we want to get somewhere. We want to be someone. We want to achieve something in our life. But often we say, I want to be rich like him, or I want to be beautiful like her. This is one of the major reasons we think life is unfair. We often forget that our biggest strength is being our own unique person. We can do things that only we can do, be the person only we can be. When we set an impossible standard, like being someone else, and cannot achieve it, we blame it on life. But little do we know, perhaps we're not meant to be the way we imagined it. Perhaps we have something to offer that no one else can. You have your purpose in life, and other people have their purpose in their life. Remember, we need to change ourselves from within before we can change the world. Number 4. We all die. There's nothing fairer than to see the outcome. Even if we have nice cars, amazing mansions, lots of money, or no money and no mansions, we all die. We cannot take any of our material possessions with us. It's what we do during our lifetime that matters. Who you have helped, what you have done to contribute to society, what we have done to change the world for the better. What great impacts you will be remembered by. In the end, we all get the fairness of death. And such is life. Number 5. Life is fair because... This one I intentionally left out the name because I need to tell you a story first. And this story, like I said in the beginning, for me is personal. And perhaps it may be relatable for some of you. Okay, so here's the story. When I was studying my undergrad, I had a really tough time at school. At the start, I was struggling with my grades and I couldn't get into a field I was pursuing. I was also an international student, meaning a lot of money goes into the tuition. So that means if I were to fail any subject or a semester, that would mean money down the drain. It was frustrating and it upset me. I told my roommate at the time that life feels so unfair. I said that I wish I was smarter, or I wish I came from a rich family. My roommate turned to me angrily and said the words I would never forget. He looked at me and said, "Shut up. Life is fair. Do you know why?" I shook my head as I looked at him. He looked at me in the eyes and said, "Life is fair because it is unfair to everyone." I became speechless. I was so centered on myself that I couldn't see everyone also thinks that life is unfair. It is unfair to everyone, and because of that, life is fair. I later realized that my friend was going through a hard time too. Just earlier that semester, he had lost one of his parents to cancer. I couldn't imagine just how devastated he must have been. I didn't know and never thought about how much he was going through. From that day, I realized that we are all going through something, and that is why we need empathy and compassion more than ever. We shouldn't be so focused on our life and how it's unfair to us, because while this life seems unfair, we have wonderful things and wonderful people too. We are all in this together to fight the unfairness and problems of this world, and to me, I guess that seems pretty fair. What do you guys think? Do you think life is unfair, or is it fair? And why? Let me know in the comment section down below. I'll see you all next week Sunday. Hey everyone, thank you so much for watching this video. Please like and subscribe with the notification bell if you enjoyed it, and share it with your friends and family. They may even help you on your journey to obtain your unlocked potential. Keep on improving and keep learning. Cheers!